While Grand Prairie police are asking for help IDing a woman who's reportedly involved in 10 bank robberies across North Texas. The woman targets banks located inside grocery stores, just like the Tom Thumb behind me. The female is thought to be about 5'2", 140 pounds, and in her 30s or 40s. Dallas police have confirmed the death of sophomore University of Missouri student Paul Miltenberger. Miltenberger was struck by a hit and run early Sunday morning just here on East Mockingbird. Miltenberger was crossing the street from the Phoenix Apartments to this Taco Bell right behind me. Miltenberger was a sophomore business major and a member of Beta Theta Pi at the University of Missouri. Well, it's official. Former President George W. Bush will speak at this May's commencement in Moody Coliseum on Saturday, May 16th. The president has spoken just once before, back in the 90s at SMU. Each graduate is being limited to 4 guests per person, a rule the administration says it will have to enforce due to the large crowd Bush is attracting. Once again, we're here at the Dallas County Republican Watch Party, and I'm here with a few of Dallas's young Republicans to get their take on the election results this evening. Gentlemen?
Yeah, I believe that if the Republican Party can take control of Congress, which would be the House and the Senate, then we can actually get this country back on track and repeal some of the laws Obama has set in action, like Obamacare, or even I believe a stronger issue, we need to secure the border.
Thank you so much, and what about you?
I think we really need to set some boundaries for the president, because he's set up all these programs and he's used the executive order really not the way it was intended to be used, and we need to do something about that and make sure that he's not just running around doing whatever he wants.
And you?
I believe that because we have the House, and the House passes some Republican ideas, some acts, it doesn't get through the Senate. It just dies in the Senate. So with a Republican Senate, we'll be able to get that pushed through.
Well, that's the sentiment over here at the Dallas Arboretum. Thanks, Ashley. Well, I'm here on SMU's campus outside of the Sigma Chi fraternity house, where several members have been suspended for harassing a neighbor in an off-campus location. Tim O'Connell lives in the 5600 block of Ellsworth Avenue, located in the M Streets, next to the fraternity men. He says he caught them on surveillance footage, urinating in his lawn, writing obscene messages in the snow, and even throwing raw meat over his fence. O'Connell says all this behavior is a retaliation for his calling the police on them for noise violations. Wedding bells ring through Perkins Chapel more than 200 times a year, and lovebirds can reserve the chapel for $2,000. But don't delay, reservations do fill up years in advance.
The female says she was assaulted by an acquaintance in his dorm room. We spoke to students who were here this morning, and they didn't see anything. 2 police officers did just arrive and head up to the 4th floor. At this time, we don't have any more information, but we will keep you up to date.
The events are being put on by the Embry Human Rights Program and SMU Amnesty International. The first event will take place from 5 to 6:45 p.m. in Higher Hall, and the second will be from 7 to 8:30 in Hughes Trigg. Both events will feature guest speakers. Penn State's Kappa Delta Rho is under criminal investigation for having a secret Facebook page with naked, sometimes unconscious women. The university has suspended the fraternity's activities, but the men are still living in the house. The National Organization of Kappa Delta Rho has suspended the chapter for the remainder of the semester. Police say a fraternity member approached them with concerns about the page back in January. New information shows that the crash of Germanwings Flight 9525 was not an accident. Lufthansa CEO confirmed the crash was caused by deliberate actions of the plane's co-pilot. The flight crashed in the French Alps Tuesday, killing all 144 passengers and 6 crew members. Investigators recovered the plane's black box, and it reveals what happened in the moments before the crash. The cockpit voice recorder captured pounding on the cockpit's door. Meanwhile, the co-pilot remained silent and calm throughout the descent. Investigations are underway, but a German security official says there is no indication that the crash was a terrorist attack. Abbott is fighting against Obama's executive action that will limit deportation. He has argued that the order is unconstitutional and rewrites current immigration law. He says the order is the epitome of lawlessness. One North Texas city is taking learning out of the classroom and into the wilderness. With observation decks just like these, the Coppell Nature Park offers students a hands-on learning experience. Instead of simply reading about different species of bugs, plants, or birds, they can actually come out here and see it for themselves. The Coppell Nature Park exists to fill an educational void. Experts say kids don't get enough outdoor learning.
People will not save the environment unless they love it, and they're not going to love it unless they understand it and have a close relationship with it.
The park includes 66 acres and a completely green biodiversity education center. Schools and colleges in the area use the grounds to host their own classes too. More than 3,000 students use the park in the first year. But the center isn't just for kids.
And we want to open this up for anybody and come out and enjoy the park, take a hike.
The center hosts classes for all ages, like Gardening with Nature, that teaches adults how to have a successful garden. Its location in Wagon Wheel Park makes the Nature Center home to animals such as hawks, coyotes, bobcats, and more than 130 different species of birds, not to mention plants and vegetation. While not all of the creatures were ready for their close-up, some didn't mind. With the Coppell Nature Center, visitors can take their learning to new limits and locations. For SMU TV, I'm Mallory McDonald. Cars, commuting, and construction can make transportation a hassle. SMU's location in the heart of Dallas is one of its biggest selling points, but for many SMU students, getting around can be difficult. And the DART is an affordable way for SMU students to get around the Dallas community.
I took the DART to work every day this summer. There's a station right by my house, and it was about a 20-minute ride, and it dropped me off right at the front door of the building where I work. So it allowed me to skip the hassle of driving and parking downtown and just made it super easy.
DART, or Dallas Area Rapid Transit, makes transportation easier for students. About 2,500 students use the DART. Discounted transit passes can be purchased for only $5 and last as long as a student is enrolled at SMU. The passes are available at Expressway Towers located on East Campus.
And with that transit pass, they have the opportunity, the ability to ride anywhere that's in the DART local system. They can use any of the trains and any of the buses in the DART system on an unlimited basis.
But not all students think it's convenient.
I've never used it. I think probably Uber probably takes over what the DART is, so I've never had any need for it.
I have used the DART a few times, but I usually, when I use it, it's not to come to work. I use it for if I want to get in other parts of Dallas. So I just get one of the student ones and use that.
The closest DART station is located just minutes from campus at Mockingbird Station. The DART takes passengers all across the Metroplex. For SMU TV, I'm Mallory McDonald. The David W. Carter High School Choir has spirit and work ethic, but it also has an angel watching over it.
I call Virginia Dupuy our angel here at Carter.
Carter is ranked one of the worst in the state, so says the Texas Education Agency, and Dupuy saw a way she could help. She partnered with choir director Demetrius Ethley to provide students from all means with college-ready musical preparation. While about 85% of the Carter students are economically disadvantaged, the choir has seen success in recent years. Several students have made it into the all-state choir and received scholarships to universities.
We are forwarding the excellence in education in the arts and music to these students who have the talent.
A lot may separate these walls of Meadow School of the Arts and the walls of Carter High School in Oak Cliff, Dallas, but music and mission unite them. Dupuy's help has made grants and aid from the North Texas Fine Arts Chamber Players possible, where SMU graduates provide free vocal and piano lessons. For Ethley and Dupuy, music is about giving students personal attention and building confidence that they can take with them to all their classes and eventually to the world.
This choir has brought me from 0 to 60 in 2 years.
And even more, it's about building a family.
We share secrets. We watch each other go through hard times, good times, bad times.
Family and a can-do attitude sing through the Carter Choir Hall.
And it's because of that spirit that makes this work so well.
For SMU TV, I'm Mallory McDonald.